Hey everyone. Well, there's nobody here yet. Just doing a quick live stream. It's Wednesday the 15th. We'll let some folks file in. Maybe I'll get a few folks. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Let me get my comments going here on my laptop. There we go. All right, Hobbiton, welcome. Johnny Osprey, Leatherback Piper. We'll get a few folks in here. Coffee is poured. I am on my third mug today. I usually do 3 and I'm done. This is a mug with art that one of my daughters did. 7-year-old mug now, but one of my favorites. And they do these fundraisers at school and they can put their art on things like coffee mugs and, I don't know, travel bags and stuff. All right, so I am smoking, it's my first pipe of the day, some Captain Earl's Stimulus package. A Latakia blend. It's a standard kind of English blend. Excuse me, Latakia, Orientals, and Virginias. Fairly heavy English, but it's not to the level of the Captain Earl's 10 Russians by any means. Hey, Kirk from Florida. Oh, in it, or I told you what's in it. I'm smoking my Peterson Dublin filter. I believe this is the 999 shape. I don't want to dump it out. 999. I'm not quite as familiar with the Peterson's shape chart as the Savinelli shape chart just yet. So I always tend to confuse the 999 with the ADS for some reason, which the ADS is like a Rhodesian shape. Kind of similar to the 673. I feel like I got a frog in my throat. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, we are all, Randy, beat up about that, bummed out about the Series 3s from Savinelli going away. There may be some Series 3s still available here and there online. I kind of doubt it at this point because, you know, it's been months since they've been back ordered and then they finally discontinued them. But I was the only one who had the 9mm filtered ones, and they're all gone. Have been for some time. But like I said in my last video, I will be looking for other options. Hey, Reese. Yeah, I just figured no time like the present to get back on the live stream train. Earning the tribute pipes, the matches tribute pipes were a one-time thing. We commissioned 860 of them and they've been sold out for some time now. I do still carry, of course, the Roma Lucite 673, which was Match's Friday Savinelli pipe. But the tribute pipes are gone. You do see one pop up every now and then on a giveaway or maybe on eBay or whatnot, which I never expected that they would go for, any more than I sold, or at least not much more than I sold them for, but people do want them quite a bit. There we go. So after the live stream, this stays up, of course. So for posterity's sake, I did want to let you guys know it is the 15th. If you guys wanted to place an order before that delivers before Christmas, like, now is the time. And I would strongly recommend that you choose priority mail for the shipping. It's a few, $2 or $3 more typically. But that will ensure you get it before Christmas, because this time of the year, just like last year, first class mail can take some extra time. So with it only being about a week worth of shipping days before Christmas, I would definitely recommend priority mail when you check out. What is it here? I think it's, we're talking about weather. I think it's about 62 degrees here, something like that. Codger Jim, so I am looking at some pipes to kind of take the place in the stable of the Savinelli Series 3 pipes. The problem is they won't, well, it's not a problem, but, we would all want them to be Savinelli pipes, but, I'm going to have to go with a company like Molina. I've thought about carrying Molina pipes for quite some time. I'm going to look into those. I have been thinking about carrying Dr. Graybo pipes. Now, that's not a replacement for the Series 3s, but price-wise, that would, Dr. Graybo's, I think, would be a good starter pipe these days, with the caveat that, Savinelli now offers 6mm filters, charcoal filters. That does a world of good for Dr. Graybo pipes, I've found. So I've been smoking my very first pipe, which was a Dr. Graybo, here and there with those Savinelli 6mm charcoal filters. Fantastic. And knowing that Dr. Graybo is a good entry-level pipe, or a good knock-around price pipe, 30 to 40 bucks, I think I'm going to start carrying those at the beginning of the year sometime, first quarter. Let's see. Now we got 24 folks in here. I was expecting maybe 10 or 15 for this guerrilla style live stream. Rob Austin, I am planning on carrying Vowen pipes and Briarworks pipes, particularly their 9mm, but I'll probably carry some of their unfiltered ones as well. Quite candidly, I was planning on carrying both of those pipes by the end of this year, but that's just not going to happen because I've had such a low sales season. You know, this last quarter of the year has been really low in sales because of all the problems I've had with online payment processing and having to go mail order only for a time, which if you guys missed that announcement, I'm back up online accepting online payments for everything except tobacco at this time. That's still going to be mail order for the time being. I do hope to put those back on the site as well, but I'm retreading ground here because I have covered all that in the last couple of videos. I don't know what it is with me and heavy English blends. I just can't get them to stay lit super well. Yeah, Mike, I'm with you there. I think the Dr. Graybows are really good starter pipes. But again, with the caveat that, you know, I'd gone on record previously a few years back as saying that Dr. Graybows I wouldn't really recommend as a first pipe. But with those Savinelli 6mm charcoal filters, that takes care of the tendencies of Dr. Graybows to heat up more than other pipes. I think primarily because of the heavy finishes they use. Randy, the White Elephant 6mm are my preference, but I do know what you're talking about. You know, every third or fourth filter, it seems like, has real constriction issues. Sometimes you just have to take them out and chuck them, get a new filter. But the Savinelli 6mm filters don't have that problem. Now, if you have a pipe tobacco that you know burns you like the devil, and you're using a Savinelli 6mm charcoal filter, you might still want to take care in your cadence, or it will still nip at you a bit. But by and large, they work really well. I do think the White Elephants have a little bit more charcoal in them, which is why they're typically, you know, they'll have constriction problems. But the Savinellis don't have the constriction problems. They just don't alleviate tongue or eradicate tongue bite for every blend under the sun. But they do work really well. Much better than the balsa filters, in my experience. Yeah, so I would strongly recommend the Savinelli 6mm filters in most cases over the White Elephants at this point, even though, again, the White Elephants are kind of my preference. But because so many people complain about the constriction on those White Elephants, though, I may stop carrying them when I sell out. We'll see. The White Elephant 9mm filters are fantastic. They don't have constriction issues at all. They're very similar to the other 9mm filters that I carry. Missed the beginning. What are you smoking? So I'm smoking some Captain Earl's stimulus package. Kind of a heavier English blend. In this Peterson Dublin filter, $9.99 shape. The pipe cabinet, Ernie, I got from an Etsy seller. So you can just search for pipe cabinets on Etsy. Mine came from a seller called Unique Display Cases. There were some pros and cons to it, so you might want to look on my channel for my pipe cabinet review. But overall, I'm really happy with it. Caffeinated Piper. I do carry corn cobs. So the Missouri Meerschaum corn cobs are on the site. Corn cob pipes. Mike, I actually made a video about Dr. Graybo. Somebody sent me two Graybo pipes, same model. One was a standard the way they come, and the other one he had sanded off the finish. The briar wasn't pretty. I mean, it had some nice stuff in it, but it, also Dr. Graybo doesn't use the best briar. That's part of why they can sell them so cheaply. But they do smoke better, particularly if you're going to smoke them unfiltered. You could sand that finish off and they smoke better as unfinished pipes. They just don't look quite as nice. But not to keep harping on it, but with the 6mm Savinelli filters and Dr. Graybo, those are a match made in heaven. Maybe not heaven. Match made in Pennsylvania. There's some, they're a good matchup. Oh, let's see. Rob, I think Dr. Graybo does make a couple of acrylic stemmed pipes. The Royalton, I think they still make them. But, once I get set up with Dr. Graybo, I'll carry pretty much their whole line. Molina makes a good bit of pipes. They're getting hard to find, but hopefully I can help with that. But Molina does sell some unfinished pipes. They just won't be Savinelli shapes, they'll be Molina shapes. Randy, sometimes you'll get a 6mm filter that won't fit quite in a corncob filtered bit. But sometimes it's, those tolerances are very, very small. So sometimes it's the particular filter. Sometimes it's that particular bit. So if you've tried several filters, you might want to just get a couple of replacement bits. They're like $1 on the website. And you could even ask me in the comments to make sure that a 6mm filter will fit that bit before I ship it to you. Oh, the Rattray's Dark Ale series, Clarence. This is my Rattray's Dark Ale, and it is a phenomenal pipe. Fits me really well. Nice clincher. really just a hanger. I don't clench it very much at all. This is the Rattray's Dark Ale 10, is it the 109 shape? Doesn't show. Or I can't read it. Oh, 105 shape. This is the Rattray's 105. Highly recommend the Dark Ale series, but particularly that shape. Well, it's just my preference. Yeah, I'm interested in trying those those Vowen 6mm filters. I'll definitely be on the lookout for those. But like I was saying, I wanted to carry Vowens and I wanted to carry Briarworks and Dr. Grabo's by the end of the year, but I've just run into a capital problem recently, so those rollouts are going to have to be in 2022. Hopefully early 2022, first quarter, maybe into the second quarter. And there's a couple of other pipe brands that I want to carry as well. But instead of me keeping, I started talking about Vowen and Briarworks probably a year ago, and I still haven't put them on site yet. I haven't ordered them. So I'm not going to name any other names, but I do have some other brands I'm going to start carrying in the future. Morning, Andrew. Yeah, we're talking about corncob pipes that I carry. I used to carry almost all of them, but recently I've started selling out of the unfiltered cobs, and I don't think I'm going to carry too many unfiltered cobs from now on. Not because they're unfiltered necessarily, but because typically those are the cheaper cobs, and I mean, you can get a really good cob for 10, 11 bucks. The legends are 7 or 8 bucks. You can get a really good cob for really cheap. You don't need to go too cheap, like the Eatons and the Huck Finns and the Mizzous and things like that. They're fun little dirt cheap pipes, but there are production issues with the fit of the bits and that kind of thing that I've noticed quite a bit this last year or so. So I don't think I'm going to carry, I'm still going to carry quite a bit of cobs, but not all of them. So even things like the Marcus, which was a little bit pricier, was an unfiltered cob. There were issues with the fitting of the stem and the shank. Am I out? There we go. What was that? Smashing Artful. $5 for 1/100th of 1% of my business. I'd have to do the math, but you might be on the short end of that one, at least in the last few months. Yeah, I do. I carry Rossi's as well. They're really good pipes, particularly the 6mm filtered ones. Oh, Had my famous chat jump. Let me catch up. The balsa wood filters, caffeinated Piper, they definitely have their fans. Some people prefer balsa filters over charcoal filters. But Savinelli is still not able to offer those at the moment. There were some issues during this crazy past year and a half in regards to importing the balsa for the production, and that's still ongoing. I imagine they'll bring them back. I mean, that's kind of a Savinelli mainstay, that balsa filter system, but they're not available now. Ron smoking some sugar barrel. Nice. I've actually never smoked the original sugar barrel, but I've had the match blend that Pipes and Cigars made. Pretty good. Yep, I'll still be carrying both of those, Andre, the Mark Twain and the Dagner poker. Andre, I'm smoking my Peterson Dublin Filter 999 with some Captain Earl Stimulus package. How long have we been going? I didn't see when I started. About half an hour? I'm not going to put a time limit on how long I go for my lives, but today I just wanted to do kind of a quick live stream, so I'll be hopping off in a few minutes, I think. I'm trying to do driving practice with my oldest kid every day this week and probably every day next week. She's a freshman in college, so she's in between her first and second semesters now. And she started school early, so she just turned 18. She started college at 17 because she started pre-K a year early. But she's just deathly afraid of driving. Not interested in driving, but I'm kind of forcing the issue. I don't want to have to drive her to school and back for 4 years of college. Charlie, I didn't see you come in. Welcome, sir. Charlie, I hope you got my email. I won't embarrass you here. But again, thank you. And yeah, just look for my email as to those details. Oh, Solani aged barley flake. That is a good blend, Bill. Peter Piper, sorry I didn't get your email soon enough to do anything about raising awareness for Jason Mouton's uh, YTPC auction, charity auction. But I did see that it went really well. I caught the beginning and then the tail end of it. Um, it's phenomenal, the money that he's raised 2 years running now for St. Jude's, and this year he partnered. Well, he gave to St. Jude's Children's Hospital as well as the Shriners Children's Hospital. Yeah, my daughter keeps asking me questions about how do you know when to turn and how do you know how hard to brake and this and that. I'm like, you just have to practice, and every car is a little different. So she doesn't like those answers, but you just learn that stuff over time. And I try to tell her it's kind of like an extension of walking. You just learn to, not walk into people. And you look around when you turn corners and all that kind of stuff. It's like walking with a giant mechanical contraption all around you. She doesn't like that answer either. I could not wait to learn how to drive when I was 16, man. I got my license, and now I'm kind of a proponent for increasing the driving age to 18, um, because of so many accidents that take place with teenagers, young drivers. And I know for myself, I was a horrible driver between the ages of 16 and probably 19. Um, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get her to drive everywhere all the time, but she's got to learn. Where we are, there's not exactly a public transit system. Oh, Charlie, I'll look for your email back then. Any Christmas beers this season? I haven't really. I've probably seen a few, but nothing's really struck my fancy to actually pick it up. I might go pick up some beer today. It's hump day, why not? I'll look for some seasonal beers. Charlie, glad you stopped in, man. Peter Piper, good to see you on here. Have a great day, you guys. Edward G. Robinson, that's a good blend too. I do intend to start doing more live streams as well as more videos, you guys. Really trying to get back into the swing of things. These past few months and all the business problems I've had have really thrown me for a loop, but I'm doing my best to get back into a regular kind of rhythm. Hopefully the first quarter I can really get back on track. John, have a good day. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap up as well. I'm pretty much through this bowl. And I can't do like Chad and just smoke like 3 bowls in a row on camera. Oh, there we go. Cat Dad Piper's about to go live, you guys. So check out his live stream. And I am going to sign off. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. We'll do this more often. All right. We'll chat with you soon.